Craig hasn't done like the pump fake on the joint in a minute. I guess when they
because they updated it, so now you add them to the shit.
yeah, yeah. I haven't had like remember those issues you used to have where like it would just cut out randomly sometimes. Not
Yeah.
like that. I mean, like it would just stop recording in the middle of recording and I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah,
I
that
think
was
that
my
happened.
favorite part.
I think that only happened to us once. It happened when we did the Kendrick Lamar album review. I'll never forget
No,
it.
it happened more than once. It happened a couple times, but
That's the
the
last
most
one. I think.
egregious one was the Kendrick Lamar one because we gave the whole review and then
Yeah, shit was like
it cut
30
out. I'm
minutes.
like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
don't know. Like,
whole
it was Kendrick
segments got
Lamar
cut.
and something else, I think. And it was like 30, 35 minutes. And I was just like, no, I'm straight.
Under no circumstance will I get bitched like this by an AI.
Ladies and gents and non-binary folks, welcome to another episode of the silliest pod on earth. Just the
Literally,
most downright goofiest goobers I've ever met.
it's proven. Like this is a fact.
Scientific, and we got evidence to back up these claims.
Yeah.
I'm really about this silly shit.
I made a whole thesis about how I'm literally the silliest nigga ever put on earth and nobody could ever come close. Besides
So
you.
I'm really, really willing to die over this silly shit, nigga. You heard?
I can't even die. That's how silly I am. I'm on my Looney Tunes shit. Like I can't nigga will hit me and then they fist will bounce off. You know,
You
like
just
I'm
be
that
killed, and
silly.
it's just so silly. Like shit, just like nah. They
A
gonna punch
nigga
you in
hit
your,
me and it's gonna be slapstick comedy noises playing.
he gonna punch you in your head, gonna swell up.
No, he
Fuck
gonna punch me and his fist is gonna go through my head like rubber and then bounce back out and hit himself in the head.
The bungee gum.
Yeah, literally.
So where we want to start this week? We got a lot on the docket, man.
Just how absolutely cartoonishly, almost villainously silly we are.
Well, yeah, I mean, we go. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always cartoonishly, heinously, nefariously silly and dastardly ways. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's the way.
I think this is technically okay. So it's not technically the only political news on there, but it's at least it's good political news. So I think we might as well just roll with that and get that out of the way. Um, for those who have been living under a rock for the past few days, Sleepy Joe, he finally listened to one of our episodes where at the end where we said, "Yo, come on, yo, with them student loans," and he said, "Oh shit, yeah, my fault, G. I be forgetting, I be sleep." And
You
he
know
fell
what's
asleep right while he was
crazy?
talking.
Joe actually had really good intentions. He really did want to cancel all the loans, but they just kept shooting him up with that dementia serum. So he just forgot.
He
And
said the
then
dementia serum.
when, when he heard the pod, he was like, oh shit, I was supposed to do that. But as he was typing out, forgive student loans, they shot him up with more serum, but just not enough. So he's only forgiving 20,000 when it was supposed to be like all of it. But
Yeah.
y'all can still
So
thank us for that 20,000 off.
right. So for those who don't know, me and Moise led a very ardent campaign to get. I don't even know if that's the right use of ardent, but I don't care.
It sounds right. It
Yeah,
definitely
right,
sounds right.
exactly. And niggas don't know what ardent means, so like they don't even know how to spell that. But
And
anywho,
ardent one of the words where you definitely know how it means, like how it fit in a sentence, but you don't know what the fuck it really means.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
just
What?
some words where like you've heard it in a sentence, and you're like, all right, that makes sense, but
Oh
you
yeah, I
don't
see what you're
know
saying.
what that shit really mean.
I looked it up. Enthusiastic or passionate, right? Yeah, that's that. I would call that's what our
Nothing I do
campaign
is
was.
enthusiastic
All right,
ever.
what about fervid? Is that a better one for you? You like fervid, fiery, hot
That's
blooded?
another
How
one of
about
them
that one?
words where I know what it mean, but I don't really know what it mean.
There are synonyms. It's all the same thing.
Yes.
Vehement is another synonym. So yeah, we were
Yeah, I know what that
vehemently
means. Yeah.
pushing, Mr. Sleepy Man, Sleepy Joe, to get it done, and to Mr. Serta's, he did it. Mr. Posturepedic, he got the job done, partially at the very least. And I think it's a great start. I'm pretty sure they don't see it as a start. They probably just like, all right, damn, now please vote for us.
Literally, this is just trash scraps.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good. I mean, because my thing is, it's 10 for everyone. Well, I think everyone with federal and state loans, right? Like, or is it just federal loans? I don't even think it's state loans.
I think it's just federal.
I think it's just federal. Which stinks. It would be great if it covered some private loans too, but you already know why it doesn't. So it is what it is with that. So there was 10 there, and then you get an extra 10 if you were a Pell Grant recipient, which was actually pretty big because Pell Grants typically go to first generation. I ain't really got it like that, niggas. And look, I ain't gonna hold you. Like most recipients from Pell Grants, they come from families with income below 60,000. Like mind you, the whole family.
You say 16,000?
No, 60.
Oh, I was
like,
like,
if you making 16,
how you?
College probably not on your radar.
Hey, that's why I need all these loans.
Yeah, but Pell Grants are based on financial need. So pretty much the niggas who got Pell Grants were people who arguably could not afford it without it. I know I got Pell Grants. So once I saw that, and I said, oh, yeah, I'm taking 20 of mine away. And 20 is, I think, just below, like, it's maybe like 45 to 46, 40. I don't know the exact number, but it's like 47 or 48% of my whole shit. So I'm with it, you know. Go ahead.
You went to college, an educated black man. You took out loans. How much do the average people usually have in loans? And this isn't talking about like Ivy League schools like Harvard. Like how much is a normal school? How much do you rack up in loans?
Say 50 something was the number I saw. But let's look around. Let's look around. No, that's not the average. Give me a second. The average is about, let's see, in that time frame, tuition cost. Oh, that's just tuition costs. I don't need that. Average student loan debt is about $29,000 per borrower on average. About 92% of all student loan debt is federal.
God damn.
So yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, so even if it's just 10,
I'm assuming that debt is including interest, right? From taking forever to pay it, or
no, that 28 is probably raw. That's probably a raw 28. The interest, I mean, you don't want to see what it is with interest because the interest is where you get cooked. That's 100% where the cooking happens.
I think I made the right decision dropping out of school. I paid for my first 2 semesters of school cash, and then
that's what you do. Nah, never mind. I ain't even gonna. No, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Don't worry about saying.
Yeah, I know.
I paid
you from Detroit. I ain't forget.
Yo. I paid for my first 2 semesters cash, and then I ran out of money, and I was like, I'm not gonna take out loans.
Blood on the bills too. I'm sorry.
Blood on the leaves. Kanye song.
Got blood on the money, and you still count it?
Yeah, so I paid for the first 2 semesters. I ran out of money. I was like, I don't want to take out a bunch of loans and be in debt the rest of my life, so I dropped out.
Yeah. I mean, look, I tell people all the time, like, if you can get there without college, then get there without college. Like, get there. Go there. Like, and that's because to me, college is really just like, remember we talked about scams versus rackets, right? Like, college is not a scam, it's a racket. Like, if you complete the racket and you get all the way through, there are tangible benefits you get that other people won't get. But the thing is, it's possible to do this without the college entirely, which is why it's a racket and not a scam. If it was a scam, then the degree would mean nothing.
Yeah.
And the degree means something. So it's like, it's not a scam, it's a racket where they're just going to juice you every step of the way. Oh, okay, pay extra money for this book, even though I own the company that sells the books. So, of course, these are the books I want y'all to buy.
I mean, shit, it's even like that outside of college, just taking classes to further your career. Like, I don't know how it is.
Capitalism is a racket / scam, just depending on what industry you in.
Especially in IT, the classes that you take for IT, they're owned by one company. The CompTIA test that you take, the company, it's their test. They did that.
And it's only them. And I bet you, if
they're the one that further your career.
Let me see, yo. I might see if CompTIA got some racist stuff going on. Let me see, yo.
Hey, everything got some racist stuff going on.
Nah, I'm sure it does.
Blacks in IT, it's less likely than you think.
Whoa.
Blacks and women and computers? What is this, before Y2K? I ain't got enough.
But he said before Y2K. But yeah, no. So I mean, I think this is definitely major. I think it's hilarious because some people were like, "Oh, he's buying votes," and I was just like, "So, like, I mean, buying votes is better than the alternative, which is saying I don't need your vote. Like, please buy my vote. Like, like the fact that you
gotta
at
give me
least
some sort
felt,
of incentive.
yeah, you felt you had to offer me something. It wasn't just like, bro, we on the good team. You can't vote for them niggas. Like,
Look how long it
that.
took for him to offer that up, though.
Oh yeah.
It's been 2 years.
They did all the focus groups, and he was just like, okay, is there any way I could get a dub without this? And they said, no.
Biden's approval rating was demonstrative.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
Nobody wanted to vote for this nigga again.
It's still
niggas are like,
now, but but to me, my thing is, I treat it almost like, remember how Obama's presidency went, right? His first presidency was kind of just like, it was kind of just chill, right? He didn't want to rock the boat. He didn't want to do too much boo bop, ding ding ding.
That was Obama, though, first black president. Biden,
right? No, I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. But I'm just comparing presidents. I'm removing the black aspect for a second. But it's like, if you were to do so, right? You look at it like the first maybe 2 years of Obama's first presidency. It was kind of like, damn, y'all really racist, huh? Like, so really wasn't that much
shit off. Damn, yeah, right. Not even this small one right here. This don't even affect y'all.
So
this
it really
affect poor people.
He said, "Damn, let me think. I want to help white people. Shut up." Wow.
I want to say more truths to Iraq. Fuck you, nigga. Y'all want that, right?
What is y'all so upset? I'm trying to find a way to make white men boo.
I can't even say white.
All right, I'm a bail out Wall Street. Boo! Like, I'm like,
this nigga wearing a tan suit.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Look at the way niggas devouring this hot dog, yo.
Everything. Yo, this nigga wife be wearing sleeveless dresses, bro. Oh my god, yo.
His wife's trying to make niggas healthy in school with this food pyramid and after school programs.
Bro, bring me back my cosmic brownie, yo. Stop playing with me, yo. But
niggas, so you look at cosmic brownies in school?
No, they wasn't.
I was going to say, I definitely had that.
Yeah, it was never that good. But when you look at it, right? So a lot of his stuff came like early as like 2010 because he just couldn't get much of it done before then. You know what I'm saying? Like he passed the what was it? The bailout joint in 2009. But beyond that, he was just cooling. He was chilling for a little while. And it wasn't until 2010 that he got Wall Street reform and all of that other stuff. But my whole point being is that I think people do fail to realize, like, presidents never really get into office and try to bug out. Like, that's just like they just don't want that.
They just like, get in and like, I'm in now. Let me rest on my laurels.
I'm not gonna understand. I feel like I'm the opposite. If I get in there day one, I'm trying to ruffle all the feathers. Like day one, I get in there, I'm passing an executive order. All right, listen,
when you say presidents, you definitely talking about Democrats because Trump got in there immediately.
Oh yeah, got straight to business. He came in there day one.
He started.
I just want black people to know. I just want them to know you're not safe. Day one, you're not safe. He's like, he got in there and made it very clear. Like, well, he made it clear on the campaign trail. But so I think as the time starts to wind down towards the end, I think Joe Biden is gonna take a bit more swings at the fence. Because one, I think he understands. Yeah, one, he doesn't have to because he's not getting elected again. I don't think there's anything he can do to win a second election, whether it's against Trump, whether it's
that whole vote blue or else.
No matter who, yeah, vote blue, no matter who. And it was like, yeah, but like for real, like, bro, he's sleepy as hell. So I just don't think he's gonna win again. But I do think at the same time he's gonna understand the how imperative it is to set up the next person. So I think that will probably drive some of the decision he makes in the last two years because it's like, dog, listen, you're cooked. I wholeheartedly believe you're cooked. I don't think any amount of gaslighting and them just pumping money behind, I just don't think that's enough to save this nigga particularly. I just don't see it.
That vote blue, no matter who shit, worked one time. Time. That shit didn't work for Hillary. It didn't work for nobody else.
It did work for Hillary. I'm not gonna hold you, but
it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I voted for Hillary, and I didn't support really much of anything Hillary was on. I just understood, like, when you got a nigga saying, like, Mexico sending us rapists, like, I was just like,
Still,
all right.
I wrote in Bernie.
Yeah, I considered it at one point. I was
her the vote, and then go ahead.
I was very close. You know what I mean? I was very close. To just writing it. But then it's kind of one of those things where I was like, you know what? And plus, not to mention, I'm in Jersey. Like, Jersey's a state that is carried by Democrats, so it's like my vote genuinely isn't the same. Like, if you in Wisconsin or Pennsylvania, nigga, your vote matters. You in Georgia, y'all vote matter for real.
But
people in them battlegrounds.
New Jersey,
like,
DC, Jersey, it don't really fucking matter, honestly.
Yeah, Jersey is like, I think it's like, usually they win like the Democratic vote with like 60+%. So it's not even like it's relatively close. Like, so most of the time it's like, all right, I can afford to take an election off. I'm not going to, but I could. But no, I definitely think back to the loan shit.
That's what I wrote in. I was gonna say that's why I wrote in Bernie, because I didn't care about the whole vote blue no matter who shit, because that shit is whack. That's crazy.
I wrote in Hayahachi.
Not even Harambe. A lot of niggas wrote in Harambe.
Hayahachi Mishima. I think he can give this country the tough love it needs. Throwing us into the volcano.
If it was me, I would have wrote in Yoshimitsu.
Oh, well, if that's how we going, I would have just wrote in Kuma.
Well, I mean, that's the obvious choice, but
he said that's the. He said, "Is Roger still alive? The dinosaur with the box of gloves?
Yeah, get the dinosaur with the box of gloves, or the kangaroo, or fucking remember Gon, the little dinosaur from the other game that had that was in Tekken. What was it, 3?
I actually don't.
No, look up Tekken 3 Gon, Gon.
3 Gon. Look at this. Why did I forget all about this? I'm crying. Yeah, this guy for president. Going for president. Whichever Gon you're thinking of, just write him in.
I don't even know what game this nigga originally came from.
Nah, what? This thing is not real. He might be the...
Was he made by Tekken?
Appearing only in Tekken 3. Hold on, I'm trying to see. He's a licensed guest character. He's a licensed guest character.
So he came from somewhere else. Somewhere. What game did he come from originally?
I'm looking. He makes a very brief cameo in Tekken, the motion picture. He's in the manga, in a manga.
Maybe
so he is a Tekken creation. He is a Tekken creation. He's from Tekken. Made his first video game appearance in a game known simply as Gon.
Okay, then. Never would have guessed that. All right.
Yeah, so he's from Tekken. He's like Tekken's person.
Why did they phrase it as licensed guest?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what I was just asking. And it said Harada said he wouldn't be in any future Tekken games because of licensing issues. But I'm trying to figure out like what Gone is not our rights. That was a one-time license, meaning Namco doesn't own the rights of the character.
So maybe somebody made him specifically for Tekken 3 all those years ago, but he said you can't put him in no more games after that.
I'm confused. I don't understand because he's only been in Tekken. Like, if you look at his other appearances, it's in a manga series created by. Oh wow, no.
Like I said, rated for Tekken, but they only leased it out for so many games or appearances.
No, I just found it. So it's a manga artist who created Gon, and he's best known for Gon. So this was just a speechless dinosaur who was the character of a manga series, and it started in '91.
God damn!
So that's it. That's what he's most known for. That's his bag. Okay, shout out to Gon, I guess.
I would think most people never heard of the manga, so I would say Gon is probably best known for Tekken. I'm sorry to the original mangaka, but
yeah, I'm sorry to this man.
You sold them rights, and you did a good job selling them because I never would have heard of your manga otherwise.
Hey, get it back, bro. Go for another run, bro. Because
why would he get rid of the rights though? I'm sure that he was getting a lot more exposure with Gon being in Tekken. Imagine if they added him to more than just 3.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. He first appeared in a game called Just Gon on the Super Nintendo. This is hilarious.
On the Super Nintendo. Good
And they say, "What's your
lord.
name, Gone? Tell me about yourself." I don't speak, so you just going to figure it out.
How they? If he don't speak, how the fuck they even figure out what his name was?
I mean, the guy named him. You know.
No. But I mean the niggas in the manga. Obviously, the guy named him. The niggas in the
maybe
manga.
they
How you
didn't.
find out?
They just
Oh,
say, "Yo, who that? Yo, that's
dinosaur baby, big head man.
small dinosaur, boxing gloves, big head." Nigga just describe him every time.
Description is a name in some cultures.
Yeah. So, needless to say, to wrap up this student loans category, I'm not gonna go so far to give a shout out to Sleepy Joe, but this is great. Keep working. This
Do
is
more.
do more. It's Kobe voice more. Like this, just more. That's all. You
Now,
on the right track though. You
I will
definitely on the
say,
right track with this.
I'm very shocked that this even happened because when I first saw that he was wiping out $20,000, I was like, "What? Okay, what is that gonna do?" Because I was thinking like previously where he was just wiping out like random debt, and
Yeah, it was like people who got
that's
scammed, and it only applied to like 8,000 people. And I'm like, shout out to those 8,000 people, but like, hello.
yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, thanks for this extra 20,000, but who's this even gonna affect? I didn't even realize until like a day ago that it was for everybody. I'm like, oh damn, this is. And what
Huge,
really
yeah.
made me realize it was all the obviously the conservatives getting angry about it. That's why I was like, why are you so mad about 20,000? And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, this
Oh,
this
that's
for everybody. This is the big one. Oh,
I think even the funniest part about people getting mad, like I saw a dude today was talking about, I'm not taking a government handout because I don't need daddy government to da da da. And I was like,
daddy
and it's
government,
which I thought was
nah, bro.
hilarious. Like daddy government's mad funny, but like,
Daddy government. That's a title.
yeah,
That's
no, 100%. I already wrote it down. That's next to Dementia
daddy
Serum.
government.
But Dementia Serum was hilarious. But the funniest part about the people saying that is I was like, you guys are lying. You're actively lying because think about this. Let's pretend, not even pretend. Let's be honest. What's y'all goal here, right? If you're talking like that as a conservative or as whatever libertarian, I don't really care. Your goal is probably to make money and get rich. The goal is to work through a capitalist system and win, quote unquote. Now, let me ask you a question. What do all the rich niggas do when they get to the end? They use y'all money instead of their own, correct? That's what rich people do. They spend someone else's money. I fundraise, get all y'all niggas to put y'all money in, and worst case scenario, I'll match it. So if we lose money, I'm losing the same thing y'all losing. It ain't like I'm risking all of my money. But I just don't understand how y'all can pretend like taking handouts from daddy government is some broke shit when it's literally what rich niggas do all the time. Corporate welfare. It's what rich people do. That's how I know y'all lying. Not just like you're wrong, you're misinformed. You're lying. You're actively lying to me. You will take a handout from daddy government. You got a PPP loan and they forgave it. That's a handout from
Yeah,
daddy government.
that's what really be blowing me. Did you see that one specific one of the woman that said that she lived in government housing for all
That
her
was
life and
hilarious.
she had
Yeah.
to shop at yard sales and eat from the garden, and then she went into the military and the military paid for her college, and she said, "My college is already paid for. Why would I pay for anybody else?" Like, bitch, I hate you. You are the worst. Everybody been talking shit about this, but you were the worst. You were the absolute worst example of this. You lived in government housing,
Your
which
whole
means you
life.
were getting paid by taxpayer dollars. You went to the military.
Bro, your entire
Again, getting
yeah.
paid by taxpayer dollars. You went to college.
On the
Paid
military's
by
dime,
the
yeah.
government. Everything that you've done in your entire
Has
life
been subsidized. Daddy government had you every step of the way.
nigga, I've been paying for your shit, and you talking about
Fuck Uncle
I
Sam.
went to college.
That's Daddy
That's
Sam,
Daddy
nigga.
Sam. That's
That's Father Sam, nigga. Like what you mean?
that
And that's
sugar
the part
daddy
that.
Sam with the Rolex on.
But that's the nigga who it's just be the watch on the Instagram story. But
The
like that's
lobster and steak.
damn a surf and turf, huh? Okay. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's the part that where I'm just like, bro, it's not like y'all misinformed. Y'all are actively lying. Y'all are hypocrites and y'all know it. Y'all know it. That's why I'm like, I'm never gonna discuss anything with you idiots again. Because once I realize that you're lying on purpose, I don't want to speak with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear nothing from you because you're lying, bro. Your whole goal is to be rich. So clearly, if your goal is to be rich, you are studying what the rich people do. And if you studied for even 20 damn seconds, you would have saw that rich people will take money all the time and use and blow somebody else's money. If I fuck up, at least it's fucking up with your money. At least it ain't my bread I spent. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? And especially when I know your idols are rich niggas. Like, I hate that. I hate it, bro. Don't ever make me have to, you know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to make me look stupid. That's literal gaslighting. Like, that's actual literal gaslighting. One of that's not lying. That is gaslighting
I've ever made in my entire life. And I made this in 2020 around the time of the protests and George Floyd and everything.
Stop taking your dementia serum?
No, I still do that because I don't like the way the world is going, and I don't want to experience it at full capacity.
I'm trying to forget some of it.
I'm trying to. No, the best decision I ever made was to not argue with dumbass niggas online. Because 9 times out of 10, these niggas are disingenuous. There are some people that are like literally ignorant and don't understand what's going on, and you can try to educate them, but 9 times out of 10, they know and just don't care. And I refuse to raise my blood pressure talking to stupid niggas.
Yeah. I think people massively underestimate how much of arguments are disingenuous or is coming from places of disingenuity.
100%.
I don't know.
That's why I don't try to educate people on race issues because these niggas know, but they're just racist, and half of the shit that they say is disingenuous. I don't have the time or blood pressure to deal with this.
To me,
fuck
it's like
you, monkey nuts in your face.
He said, "Yo, super monkey ball, yo, all freaky, all freaky." But like, yeah, I think like, and to me, like a lesser degree of it is like when you get a friend that comes to you for advice and they already got their mind made up what they finna do. But it's like, well, what you think I like? Because I've had like, you know, you like, oh, I need some advice. I'm talking to this guy and da da da. All right, and she start describing it, and it's just like, so explain to me what you still staying for, like. You've given me nothing but every reason why you should leave, and somehow this conversation is gonna end with a yeah, but right? Like somehow, some way, I'm gonna explain all the ways that look, he disrespected you here, he violated you this way, he stepped over the boundary that way, boo boo, boo boo, and then somehow, some way at the end, it's still gonna be like a yeah, you right,
but I mean, I'm really trying
like,
to start a family. I'm getting older now.
And I think, and especially like, I think part of it is why I hate that is because it's like you'll see people online highlighting other people's hypocrisy, and it makes me mad because it's like, dog, they know, they know, like you'll sit up here and like highlight like, oh wow, so the GOP doesn't want us to get handouts on student loans, but interestingly enough, they're okay with corporations taking handouts. We know that the hypocrisy is the point. Give me my loans, forgive my loans, not them niggas. That's literally the point.
That's
like, that's why I'm just.
That's the only reason I don't engage in that whole hypocrisy situation. The only time I talk shit about what the GOP do is when it's something that's blatantly wrong and nobody else gets away with it. The like whole taking loans out thing, duh. But the whole Matt Gaetz thing and the whole SA thing and him not getting any. First of all, everybody just forgot about that. Apparently, that's just over now, huh?
Yeah, what's going on with that? It's a lot going on in the world, but I'm just kind of confused how they just kind of let that one slide.
Yeah, how they just let that go? What happened with that? Where is that?
I hate to be that guy, but there's probably some reasons why they let that one go. I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's exactly why. That's the type of shit that I don't let go. Like all the
he said, once I know y'all doing that, it's
black on black crime, and they know it's not a real thing, and white on white crime is more. They don't care that this is yours. But Matt Gaetz, I'm not letting that nigga go. Matt Gaetz, I'm Matt Gaetz.
It's the what's that? The Booker T voice. I'm coming for you, nigga.
Yeah,
like I'm telling you, bro. I see you, bro.
All the critical race theory, all this shit is disingenuous. They know. Most of the niggas arguing about critical race, well, I won't say most. The niggas at the top that started the critical race argument know that it's not even being taught in schools. It's a law school theory. But all their lower, the people that vote for them don't know that. So I won't
Yeah.
say everybody knows that critical race theory is just a ploy to keep people divided, but I don't waste time engaging in that because the dumbass niggas arguing about it are dumb, like I just said. So it's a mute point.
And to me, like, again, it's to me it's the same sort of thing with, like, I saw people memeing the whole Andrew Tate thing, right? And I guess we can kind of just be done with the well, actually no, we were on the loan topic. We're done with that, right? But next we'll talk about Andrew Tate being banned from damn near everywhere, from your local Trader Joe's too. But so he was banned from, like, virtually not every platform, but like Facebook, IG, YouTube, TikTok. Like, those are 4 humongous platforms. I mean, maybe minus Facebook.
You know he gonna still have a fan base on
No, he will.
4chan and Reddit.
He will. Twitch, wherever the hell he's at. But I think the other issue here, and this is kind of my problem with just social media in general, is that, did you see the meme that was going around that was about Andrew Tate has been banned from, and it was just like a joke, like the Burger King drive-through, like, you know what I mean, like, Andrew Tate has been banned from, and it just was like random locations. He's been banned from, like, the hidden stage on Tekken 3 or something, like, you know what I mean, like, it was just a bunch of places he had quote unquote been banned from. And I was just like, so explain to me how y'all championed getting a nigga kicked off a platform, got him kicked off the platform, and now that he's gone, you were going to meme him and give him a bigger following, because people who don't know who Andrew Tate is aren't gonna know what this meme is about.
Yeah,
right?
I
But
literally
you gotta get your funnies off though.
I never knew who Andrew Tate was because I obviously don't follow the type of degenerates that follow him. I didn't know who he was until people were anger posting, like, look at this. And this goes back to something we talked about, like, maybe fucking, what episode are we on now? This gotta be like 20 episodes or more ago, where we were talking about stop hate posting shit for interactions, because
I forgot what
that's
was.
what they want. It was
It was that white
basically
girl.
just the whole
It was the white girl singing
the
a little
white
baby, right?
that's what it was. Stop posting shit for outrage. Like, you're mad at this. Sometimes you got to keep that shit to yourself. You're just spreading it.
And my thing is, what I will tell people, like, is it's a very fine line of, like, towing, like, how to use that platform, like, because I think just mentioning him isn't, like, it's not like that. Like, if you just mention him, you're giving him a platform. No. But my thing is, if you mention him in any light that doesn't provide context, right?
Yeah,
like,
if you're not absolutely shitting on him, if you're saying, well, thoughts, or you have him on a podcast to, like, hear his point of view.
Right. And so now you're leaving it up to the reader to, because think about it. If I see one of these memes and I've never heard of who Andrew Tate is, right? And I'm just like, Andrew Tate was banned from the Netflix movie section. Andrew Tate was like, you know what I mean? You just see a bunch of these things and you're just like, what is this? Why is this guy banned from all these places? Like, obviously knowing it's a joke, but, like, not understanding what the source of the joke is, right? And then at some point you might end up like Googling somewhere, YouTubing somewhere, and you know what you're gonna see? You're probably not gonna see Andrew Tate's video because he's been, deplatformed. What you will see is, you type in Andrew Tate on YouTube, Andrew Tate banned on YouTube. What do you think the first thing that's gonna come up is? Some asshole who likes Andrew Tate explaining how bad it is that he was banned. And so that's my whole point. Like, that's what you're leading people to. Because, and I know that's not your goal, but that's kind of my point, where it's like, we feed these algorithms without understanding and being fully aware of how these algorithms then benefit people, even if it's negative. And I think some people are aware. I think some people just don't care. I think they kind of look at it.
Some people just want to hate and, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for likes. Oh yeah, hate this.
Yeah. And I think some people are just like, look, I hate this dude. This might indirectly benefit him, but fuck him. I don't care. Like, they're just like, I don't care. I'm getting mine off. And I get it. Like, I'm not mad at that. It's just like, I really wish folks would be a lot more careful in what they hate, realistically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all will speak on something and hate something so vocally. Like, imagine me, right? Like, let's say I hated Call of Duty, and every update I just reposted how much, like, you know what I mean? Like, every update I would just come back in, this is what I hate about this update. It's like, dog, this is just the patch notes. You know what I'm saying? You are now giving niggas the patch notes just with hate attached to it. But it's like, if I like those patch notes, I'm gonna go play the game now, dummy. Like, and that's the part where it's just like, you are introducing people to something, trying to get them to hate it so bad, and it's just like, it's just foolish to me, and I think it's just like it's misguided because now you're giving people like half promo like.
We keep droning on about this and complaining about this, but honestly, sadly, this is just the way that society is taking a turn. This is the way the world is. We're just at that point in evolution, apparently.
Yeah.
This is how it goes.
Yeah.
This is the way the game goes.
And to me, the other thing that happened that kind of spoke to the nastiest of social media was I don't know if you saw it, and we can move on from Andrew Tate because I ain't got much. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that. I didn't even plan to talk about him.
That black therapist who got fired, right?
Oh yeah, get into that because I saw a black therapist got fired, but I didn't see what happened.
So, there's a lot to. I wouldn't say there's a lot to it. It's really not that deep, but at the same time, there's a lot of different elements that come in play after she said what she said. So it starts with her doing like maybe a 1.5-minute video of her basically she was answering like a TikTok someone had sent her about like emotional intelligence in men. And basically the whole point of her 1.5-minute video was her saying that men need better emotional intelligence. It benefits everyone. The men without it, it becomes harder for people to be around you, people to be your friends. It's harder for you to relate to your friends, family, all that stuff. Right? Great message. But the problem is that was her point. That's not what she said. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was her point. The actual language in the video was her basically saying like, well, I just don't understand you motherfuckers, this and that.
A therapist is talking like this?
Hold on, right? I'm gonna get this. And then she's talking about.
Wait, are you paraphrasing or is she?
No.
Like that?
The MFer was in there, 100%. She was, if y'all want to relate to y'all bitches, then this and that, all this, right? Now here's the problem. And again, lucky for me, I happen to know a therapist, a licensed therapist.
Now, wait. Before you get into your correct opinion, let me give my unbiased, unknown. This is sounding kind of racially motivated to me. Like maybe she's talking like this specifically for black men. Why are you talking about shit like, oh, well, if you relate to your bitches? This is sounding very heavily influenced by race to me.
Well, she was black. And
no, I know that. No.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, I know she's black, but
yeah, okay, I got what you're saying.
Why is she specifically talking to black men? Like,
so
niggas all over the world aren't shit.
Right. So she did answer that. And that's also later in the video. But so in the video, she essentially says like 90% of her clients are black men, and she's talking about this. And so again, the therapist friend that I spoke with, my therapist source.
I mean, still, even if I'm black. And I'm going to you as a therapist, as a professional. Don't talk to me like one of my niggas. Like I'm not coming here for that. I don't need you to. One thing that really pissed me off is when people try to relate to me. I don't need you to relate to me. I just need you to talk to me like a person. So that is already pissing me off. Yeah. I don't even talk like that myself. You just talk to me like that because I'm black.
So the therapist friend I spoke with basically was saying that. They started with I would never make this video, which was a good starting point. Yeah, and then two, they were basically saying like this is the video that had niggas up in arms. Like she ain't even really say much. But what my source was saying, right, is that essentially there's this duality that exists in every human being, and certain professions aren't allowed that same grace to expose it, right?
That's like exactly what I was feeling like. Like, as a psychiatrist or a doctor,
exactly, right? Like, if your doctor's doing certain things, like, even if what that is, it's not illegal. It's just like, why am I a doctor doing that? Like, you know what I mean? That's just how some people treat certain things. And so, with that being said, you are a therapist, and this is essentially kitchen table talk. That's what
I just had an epiphany. Actually, while you were talking, I just had an epiphany. Because, like you were just saying, some professions, you expect certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, white people associate tattoos with, criminals, lower people. They don't associate them with doctors or psychiatrists, right?
Mm-hmm.
But would you personally mind seeing a doctor or a psychiatrist with tattoos? No, right?
Probably one or two. Nah, if you was tatted loose, it wouldn't make me think nothing of you. I would like, my eyes would absolutely, like, because I've never seen a doctor tatted loose. So that would be something. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
in my
But no,
head,
it
I
wouldn't. It
wouldn't
wouldn't.
mind. Exactly, I wouldn't mind a doctor with tattoos or anything. So, why would we care about a doctor that's speaking in quote unquote
Therapist.
ebonics? Well,
Yeah.
same thing. They're a doctor. Wait, are they PhD therapists, psychology, or like are they psychiatrists or psychologists,
Woman
therapists?
was licensed therapist, not
Mhm.
psychologist or what's the other one? Psychiatrist, not that
Psychiatrist.
one either. Yeah,
Psychiatrist,
but
prescribes
therapist.
medicine, okay, therapist.
Yeah, just therapist.
Either way, they're still licensed. Why? So, like, if we would be okay with a person having tattoos in a profession like
Hmm.
therapist or doctor, I so like I do agree that I feel like I shouldn't how can I put this? I feel like you know where I'm going with this.
Yes,
Originally,
sir.
I felt like it's weird for a
For you to be talking
psychiatrist
that
or
way,
therapist to talk
right?
like this,
But then you
but at
thought
the
about
same
it.
time, I thought about it, and why is it weird for a doctor, a therapist, psychiatrist, whoever, to speak like this? Is that demonizing or saying that ebonics or ad is, you know,
Yeah.
less
So
less of a language?
and so that's right. That question right there is exactly where it gets not confusing, but that's where
Muddy.
this
That's where it gets
conversation
muddy.
goes in
Yeah.
40 different directions because there's a professionalism conversation to be had, right?
Right.
There's and mind you, that's a conversation I saw take place. There's really just a misogynoir conversation here because this woman's a black woman, and there were
Mhm.
people who really were just hating it because I don't like what you said about black men.
Yeah.
So there's
Let's
that
cut
there.
that. I don't care about that.
Right. I
Yeah,
know, I know.
fuck that.
But
Yeah.
but the problem is that what's the word I'm looking for? That group of people is most likely the group of people that got this woman fired. If we're talking about
Yeah,
all
they
the
were the most
groups,
vocal for
it's
sure.
it's it's the least important group in terms of like fuck what y'all think, y'all niggas are idiots. But at the same time, this is more than likely the group that got you fired.
Oh, yeah, it
Of
was
all the
definitely the
other
niggas
groups
that were
involved, it's
offended.
these niggas.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
100% those dudes. Because once
1000%.
people
Yeah.
like I saw Tariq Nasheed retweet it,
Oh,
and
okay.
you
That's all
yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
you know
niggas
that.
did. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
what
know who that is. So once that
mhm,
get there and you start seeing American flags in the bios, you know what type of time you want.
mhm.
Like, but for me, the person I was talking with, the therapist I was speaking with, was basically saying like the problem with this is that it's almost like kitchen table talk, and it's not so much so that you can't do it; it's so much so that it's jarring to hear it,
I would
right?
I would
And
also feel like if you have a personal relationship with your therapist and they know you and they're trying to help you, wouldn't you want to have that type of conversation with them? You would want to have kitchen table
yes,
talk, which is it's wild that you would
but
put a video for thousands or
yeah,
millions of
yeah,
people
yeah.
to see. That's
And I
crazy.
think that's the key here, right? Because think
Yeah,
about it. Like the way I saw this was like, imagine like you know how there's always that belief like when someone's talking in another language, they're talking about you, right?
yeah,
Now imagine
exactly.
someone put a video up and they actually talking about you. You
Oh
get what
yeah,
I'm saying? Then it
most
becomes
good.
a little weird to you. Cause maybe you don't go back to that same store because you're like, wait, hold on, y'all really be like, don't get me wrong, we all knew that. Like, if put it this way, if you speaking in your native language for 8 hours out of the day, I'm sure a few of them sentences is about the customers, at
Yeah,
least a few.
one
But here's the
thousand percent.
thing, and we all know that to be true. We're not dumb. But the problem is, once I see it, once you make it plain to me, once you show it to me, and
Especially
you
you
are
look at me and you turn to the other person and start talking, and
yeah,
then y'all
or,
laugh
or
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 something.
what I'm saying is in this example with the therapist, you put this out. You put
Oh
out a video
yeah.
where you yourself are exposing how you really see and talk and feel about these folks. There's people who are going to find that jarring. It doesn't
Oh
matter
yeah, for sure.
whether it's your nail, the woman who does your nails. It don't matter whether it's a place you just go get your liquor. Like think about it. You went to the liquor store and every time they would be speaking in whatever language they're speaking in, and you never really thought nothing of it, right? Then they themselves release a video showing themselves talking in another language, shit talking some of these niggas or calling them motherfuckers and they're these bitches and da da da. That might affect whether you go back and get your money to that business. And I
Facts.
think that's the ultimate point here, regardless of
Yeah.
that faction of idiot niggas who got mad and just decided, nah, I don't like you talking about me. Do do do. The part here that I think this therapist keeps seeming to forget because they keep going on TikTok after all of this is like, dog, you have to
Oh,
understand.
she's trying to like double and triple down in it.
Ain't no trying. Ain't no
She do.
trying.
All
Yeah,
right,
she
so
had.
I
Yeah.
think I think that she was right in what she said. She had good intentions
Yeah, but I think
But
delivery
it
and
was not even
yeah,
just delivery. I think it was just a lapse in error of judgment to
yeah,
even
yeah.
put that video online. Because first off, if you putting a video online and you're shitting on a group of people that is
Especially
not
black
paying you to
men. I
shit on
mean,
them,
come
especially
on,
black
dog.
men.
Like, yeah, like
Black men hyper masculine. They're very fragile. They don't like when you talk shit about them. I'm saying like I'm not one, but I'm obviously I'm not one of the.
yeah, no,
We're
you
not
different.
black.
You different. You different. Come on. I mean, you
I
still
mean,
black, but you different.
no, I'm built different in general, but obviously I'm not a hyper masculine, fragile black man because I'm comfortable with my sexuality and everything. But what originally what I was saying was you're putting out a message against basically black men. Well, not against, but they think it's against them. You're trying to help them, but you're
Mm-hmm.
doing it in a combative manner. First off, a lot of niggas are misogynistic. So they don't
Mm-hmm.
like when a woman is talking
Yeah,
combatively
and telling
against
them
them.
anything, and then
Yeah,
you
so
could,
yeah.
yeah. So think about, I already don't like women trying to make me better and da da da. But then you got the nerve to speak about it in a way that probably other men would speak to men. Yeah, think about it. This is like the way she was talking to me struck me as like niggas coming back from the club at 1 a.m. smack eating McDonald's and just chatting, chopping it up with each other. Yo,
Okay,
you saw,
that's
you saw that? No, listen, like really think of like, because
oh
again, when I'm
man.
talking about like, she was talking about, yo, you saw that bitch in the back with the dun. Yo, her shit was like that. Shorty was really talking like, y'all MFers, da da da. Y'all want to relate to your bitch, right? Da da da. Like, think about it. You probably wouldn't come to every session speaking that way, right? Or maybe you do. I don't know how you handle your practice, but the thing is, when the whole world beyond just your clients see you speak that way, it's gonna be jarring to them, dog.
No,
And it's
okay.
just something
When you
that
put
you
it like
shouldn't be
that,
showing them.
I kind of think she did need to lose her job because that's. I'm going back. All right, so I've been on a growth experiment, the destination of growth this entire time.
He said the
I've been
destination
through
of growth.
I've been through every emotion, but at the very end, the way she was talking and the specific situation that you gave and the way she was talking like that, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's like that's just gonna be a bad look. That's gonna be a
No, that's
terrible
just
look.
bad. Why are you, especially because you're a black therapist and you're
And
basically
90% of your
you
clients are
basically
black
become
men.
yeah, you're becoming a jigaboo. Basically, this is a caricature. Why are you
Mm,
talking like this?
well,
Why
I'm not even
do
worried
you
about
think
that because,
your people talk like this?
but
Your patients?
that might be really how you talk. That's the problem. Is not you can't bring your authentic self to work. The problem is how much of your authentic self do you bring to work? And I think that's the part that gets lost in the professionalism
Yeah.
conversation because I saw a lot of people speaking about that and they were talking about the professionalism and how they thought about this and that. And I'm like, but it's also tailored to each client because it's gonna be black folks that come to your
Exactly.
office
It's
and
tailored
they
to
don't
each
want to hear that.
client, but
I
she
know
put
it.
that out for everybody. So like
Yeah.
you just like I said before, it's a lapse in judgment. You put that out. I don't know why you would put that out for. Why would you do that?
But she's big on TikTok, right? So I think apparently she had probably been
She
comfortable
got
enough
too
to
big for her
where,
britches. She
yeah,
just
she
thought,
got too
oh, yeah.
comfortable.
How many
And my
followers
thing
she
is,
got? Like
I
100,000?
think no, it was more than that. It was more than that. It
She
was
in the
over a quarter
millions?
mil. Yeah, it was over a quarter mil. Not that high, but over
Damn,
a quarter.
All right, so yeah, she definitely was feeling that TikTok fame.
Yeah.
So she thought
So
that she could just okay, yeah.
and ultimately, like I kept saying, like at first I was just like, this just does not seem like a good look. Like to me, I always felt like the firing was a little wild. Like y'all just hoes for that. But again, my problem is this was the textbook example of people not understand. Like there's a difference between what you said and what you thought you said. Like you didn't say what you thought you said. Like niggas is like, all she said was so and so. And I'm like, so explain to me how she got a 90-second video, minute and a half, and all she said was that. That's not true. Like, you know that. Like, don't do that. Like, there was a lot of stuff that was said in there that people would have a right to take issue with. Now, whether it's a big enough issue for you to get her fired, I will never, like, I just didn't hear nothing in that video that's like, nigga, I want to get her fired. But there's a lot of stuff I heard in that video where if I was a potential client, I might decide, nah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
yeah,
I'm gonna go
exactly.
somewhere else.
Use
I'm
you.
good. Yeah, I'm good. And so I just think to me it's a lot of different conversations to be had at once, and I think that was why it got so ugly because I think there were some people who just drew a line in the sand. They were looking at this woman like she was a victim, like,
sure.
da da da. And it's like, man, with all due respect, you misstepped and niggas overblew it and made it worse than it was, but it was still a misstep. Like, you have to take that.
I think that's
part
the most situations in today's day and age.
In social media specifically.
In social media, that's exactly. There is always a line in the sand. You're either right or you're wrong, and niggas always take sides. And there's no gray area anymore.
Yeah,
like ever.
Because to me, the whole time I was on the fence about this, and even at the end, I'm still on the fence. Like, I don't think she should.
I've been on the fence this whole conversation we've been talking, and I keep going back and forth.
Yeah. And my thing is, I can lean both ways, right? Like, I can lean in here, like, maybe, like, again, if I'm a certain type of person, I hear what she's saying, this might turn me off from going to speak to her. I get that part, but then on the other side, it's like, but is that enough for y'all to decide she need to get fired? Like,
exactly.
My thing is, this is how certain people talk. You know, people who do the MFers and the bitch, and they might be scholars, nigga, but when they get off work, they off work, and that's I'm me. When I go to work, I'm, hey, how's it going, guys? Nigga go to work. Shit, whole ass niggas, man. Niggas keep calling on that bullshit.
It just goes back to what you originally said. Most of her clients are black men, so that speech, I don't have no problem with her talking like that because most people do talk like that. But the fact that she made that video out in the open for everybody to see, and it was specifically addressing black people, well, black men specifically. Again, I still haven't seen the video. I'm only going off of what you said. But you said it was kind of accurate to what you were saying. It was like, oh, motherfucker, you trying to go fuck that bitch
and like,
that's kind of insane for a therapist.
Yeah, exactly. And you're ultimately right at the end. I'm not mad at you. It's like, bro, like, because think about it, like, if you bitch, yo, bro, if you want to understand your bitch, you got to be willing to get down on her level. How else you going to connect to these hoes? Right? He might be 100% right. That just might not be how I need to hear that message.
Wait, is like, that exactly what she's... If you try to get down with your bitch, you gotta connect.
No, but she mentioned it something like in a sense, like, if you trying to connect with your bitch, how you gonna connect with your bitch if this and that? Like, if you don't have the emotional intelligence to do this and that, then how you connect with your bitch? How you connect with your niggas? How do you connect with this and that and all of that?
This is pissing me off specifically because I'm a black man and I don't talk like this. To me, this just sounds like pandering.
That might be how she talk. And I think
no, yeah. But I don't know that if I'm not her patient.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're putting this out to
I don't care how you talk, nigga. You better come to me.
But if you put this out for everyone to hear,
TikTok, yeah. And
especially,
then the worst,
it was probably white people reporting her because they thought it was pandering or racist. White people want to be. No.
Until
don't get me wrong.
Black niggas on Earth got to it.
I was gonna say, no, don't get me wrong. It was definitely black niggas, but you know how sometimes, especially white liberals, be pandering, not pandering, but
they would have stayed out of this one. I don't think they would. They would have let. Because this is an AAVE conference. This and her clients.
You don't think white people be participating in AAV? You call it AAV? I call it AV.
Yeah, whatever it is.
You don't think white people be trying to get into that?
No, they do all the time. I just don't think this is a place where I think they know 100%. I'm gonna stay the fuck out of this because there's so many different
white people
elements that
know when to stay out of anything.
No, they don't know when to. I think they're gonna I think white people are smart.
You think they try to jump in and so I was like, oh no.
Not even try to jump in. White people can know a situation, look at it, and be like, all right, I might have nothing to add here. And sometimes you still jump in anyway. I think they understand this is a situation I got nothing to add, and I'm not going to jump in here. Like, because I didn't see none. I definitely didn't see no white folks jump into this conversation.
Oh well, yeah.
So that's
I could definitely see a white person.
It's too nuanced for a white person to, I think, to even have this. You keep
saying things like nuance, and I could.
Yeah, I know, and even the niggas don't show no nuance. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You know how many situations I've seen, not even just about black people, just about people of color in general, and then a white person. Like, how many times has something racist happened to a black person, and then a white person would jump in and try to?
I just don't think that
exactly. So, like, if a black woman said, "Oh, well, da da da, you gotta talk to your bitch like this," you don't think a white woman would jump in like, "Why are you calling her a bitch?"
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think it would be a white woman, 100%. It would have to be a white woman, like, on a feminism tip, like, why you trying to teach men that, what's up with you?
Specifically a white feminism tip. I'm definitely a feminist, but white feminism is one 1,000,000,000% different than normal feminism.
Oh yeah, because white feminism centers white people. That's why it's white feminism. It ain't just feminism.
Exactly.
Like it would be called just feminism if it's for everybody.
Well, I
but
mean,
more
they tried to coin feminism, but hey,
well, I
they
mean, you
destroyed
know how
that.
that shit go. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
black folks created it, white folks stole that and said, let's put ourselves in the middle. But anywho, listen, in my closing remarks for this one is y'all please be very aware of what you post online. Be very aware, especially if you're in a position that has certain levels of prestige to it, right? Like there's certain jobs that require a different
if you could
persona.
possibly lose your career over online shit, just really be on guard.
Because my thing is like if you're a manager at McDonald's, like no one cares about your social media presence. But if you're a therapist, your social media presence is important to people. And I think folks, I think it's a matter of comfort, right? I think people get really comfortable, and then they get to a point to where it's like you can't show people everything. And I know people will think that's inauthentic and that's not real, but like the real is deciding what to show. If I show you 90% of the real me, that's still real. That's just as real as me showing you all of me. It's just I understand there's a 10% that you don't need to see, or maybe you don't want to see. Like think about it. If people could see some of the group chats we had, if people could hear some of my thoughts, dog, it'd be ugly.
Nigga,
it would be
thoughts.
ugly.
Don't even fuck thoughts, nigga. If people heard my thoughts, I would be crucified.
It would be ugly.
I would be burned alive at the stake.
But again, so does that make you fake for not giving them all it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's where people fall into the trap where they think being real is giving them 100%, 100% of the time, and it's like that's unrealistic. No one can do that. You're gonna burn yourself out doing that. You're gonna get hated doing that because people are gonna see aspects of you that are real, right? They're gonna see how even though you might be a social champion, you and your group chats are gonna a little loose, buddy.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my therapist, and I asked him a genuine question. I asked him, how could I be a good person? And they asked me, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, I try to be a good person, but I have all these thoughts. And these thoughts they're usually bad. They're usually bad thoughts. And they said, do you act them? And I said, no. And they said, well, then you're basically a good person. And I said, well, how do I stop having bad thoughts? I don't want to have I want to only have good thoughts and be a good person. And they said, that's not how it works. That's just not possible. And I'm like, well, there's no way to just stop having bad thoughts. And they're like, listen, whatever comes into your brain comes into your brain. That's just how it is. And that really blew my mind because I was really trying to like figure out a way to like rewire my brain and like not. I wanted to only have good thoughts and be a good person, but that's not possible. So the only good people on earth are the people that decide to do good things.
Exactly. But again, I think it's still the fallacy. And there's still a fallacy that you have to live up to because when you don't, what happens? We see what happens. It's this. Because to me, these are conversations she has probably had at kitchen tables with women off camera. They might be drinking, eating, having a good time. Just chilling like, yo, these niggas out here, they do this and that. The problem is when you put all them cameras on there and have that exact same conversation, now it's different. It's not that because now people see a candidness in you and they're like, And let's be real here. We know some people don't like it. Some people hate being told about themselves. And to me, I think, and I'll say this one last thing and leave it alone. But I think the most hilarious thing was people brought up Kevin Samuels in relation to this. Like, wasn't y'all talking about? Y'all was cool with his rough delivery. It didn't matter about like they did the whole message versus the delivery of the message.
Niggas
argument.
Just don't.
And I was like, well, first off, Kevin Samuels was an unhealthy nigga on YouTube. This is
he wasn't a therapist.
Sorry.
He was just.
What are we talking about? Like,
this is why, like I said earlier in the last,
the fact that they even comparing the two means y'all lost the plot. Like,
that's why I don't argue with niggas. It just makes me mad. It boils my blood.
Yeah, no, I didn't argue with nobody. It was just like, to me, I just didn't get it. Like, I was just like, I could understand.
No, you get it. Niggas are stupid, and they're making comparisons on purpose. Yeah. That's literally it. That's literally it. I don't like what she's saying. So why is this any different from when y'all didn't like when Kevin Samuels was saying?
But no, those are the people who were in support of her because they tried to make that argument, and I was just like, well, one again, like, because basically their whole argument was, oh, so when your little internet daddy was talking mean to y'all accepted everything he said, but now that she talking mean to y'all, internet daddy's hilarious. But when she talked mean to y'all, now suddenly y'all want to get her fired. And to me, I felt like that was a valid point on a very small level, but like they're like I don't think the overlap is the same people you think. Like it damn sure ain't for me. I think him same as a bozo. Just like I think what she said was not the good thing to say. Like it's not like I don't feel as strongly about him as I did, or about her as I do him. But
yeah, you don't even have to go deep enough to talk about this and that. This is a licensed professional. Kevin Samuels was an internet personality.
YouTube nigga. Yeah, you're a YouTuber, bro.
Why the fuck would you?
He didn't cite a single source, bro. I'm not expecting this nigga to give me
that was his
facts.
opinions. Why would you equate the two? They're not the same.
You know
like,
why?
Come on.
This nigga was some of y'all daddies. I do get it. I do get it, but it's still just like, dog, you can't compare internet daddy to a literal licensed therapist. I hate it. I hate it here. Why like that? Like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. It's like trying to compare me like nah, I ain't gonna do that. That's gonna sound mad like classist. But like just know, like, you know, it just doesn't work, man. So again, please be very careful what y'all express online. And understand that being real is not always about showing them everything. A lot of real niggas will hide the real from y'all because y'all can't handle the real. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. And they mostly can't, right? Because think about it. For example, and this is my transition. When they found out that the Finnish prime minister was partying too much, oh, suddenly they ain't like that no more. Hey, they ain't like that. Like, they ain't like her partying, which is wild because what do you think any president or prime minister does? Like, what? Y'all honestly think they just be sitting in that office all day?
Getting some head in the Oval Office?
Yeah, like, y'all really think they be on that phone making calls and meetings all day, bro? Deadass, honestly, these people have lives, bro. Now, with that being said, this is also a scenario similar to the last one where I get it. I get it. I get why seeing your prime minister party 3 times in 1 week would do you. Like, you see that like...
Wait. It was 3 times in 1 week? No, that's...
No. It wasn't 3 times in 1 week. But what I'm saying is they've seen this prime minister party often. Like, they party. Like, it's not a...
What's she supposed to do? Just be sitting in the office all day?
Yeah, and she tested negative for drugs. So it's like, if she's just going and she ain't using them, I don't really give a damn. I wouldn't care if she was using either, but you know how they be.
No, I'm actually more angry that she's not doing drugs because what are you even partying for? What are you just going, dancing, and standing around? Are you even drinking? Like, what's the point?
Bro, chill out, yeah.
No, what's the point? What is she doing this for? What's the point?
I'm turning up. I just, I know
you're not turning up if you're not doing drugs.
Yeah, so I can lose my job, right? Fuck out, yo.
I'm just saying.
You a plotter, yo. You trying to get my spot next? That's what it is, yeah.
Hey, you know. But she at least drinking, right? Because I could
she's drinking. Yeah. But they said the drug test came back. I'm sure the drug test isn't for alcohol.
Yeah, it can't be, obviously.
But then what happened to her that got her cooked was that there was 2 influencers she had at her spot, like prime minister's residence. I don't know if it was like the White House equivalent or just like a house the prime minister lives in. Mm-hmm. But basically in the picture, it was 2 topless women that was seen kissing each other, covering up their titties with a sign that read Finland. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I could see that one. I could see that one a little bit. Like, it's just kind of like, these ain't really pictures I would like to be seeing from my prime minister. Like, again, like, and again, this comes back to, you didn't do anything like wrong. It's just like, bro, stop showing me the real you, bro. Chill out.
Image thing, like, I know
you're showing too much. Yeah, and she's young though. She's I think 39, 34 or some shit. Hold on, where did her age go? Oh, now we don't know it. Okay. All right, y'all want Google. 36, sorry. So it's like, 36 is young for a president. I mean, if I was a president at 36, dog, I'd be acting like I was 18. I ain't gonna hold you. So I get it. But at the same time, if you a nigga on the outside looking in and your prime minister is just out here just listening to Moneybag Yo, like, it's gonna bother you, bro. Like, just listening to Mad Moneybag Yo and just shooting dice at the games, like, it's gonna look crazy to you. It's going, especially when like you like, yo, bro, like, like let you call a government hotline and nobody pick up, and then you see that picture, You gonna make me, even if it ain't got nothing to do with her, that ain't her job to answer that phone. You still gonna be tight. Soon as you see that shit.
I'm
Oh yeah, go ahead.
no, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, what I would do if I was a president. I would definitely be partying.
Oh yeah, she's
Like,
34.
yeah,
But yeah, see the problem is
it's not even close.
you can't, you like you said, you gonna party, but well, I mean, I guess you don't need drugs. You got the power of the presidency, dog. That's a drug in itself.
Yeah,
What's
just
not
be
to
in the
mention, I
club
mean,
pressing buttons, nuking niggas. Hell yeah, nigga.
pressing buttons, nuking niggas. That's
That's
what
the
you doing in the
ultimate
club.
power trip,
That's
nigga.
what you.
That
That shit, you in the club, you pull one of your
you
vouchers to the side. Yo, so
imagine.
I'm thinking about nuking this nigga, right? Tell me why I shouldn't. And he like, wait, what? Bro, what? I'm just really thinking. I'm really thinking like,
Imagine you really fucked up and you can't get it up, right? And you with a girl, supposedly your wife since you're the president, but obviously it's not your wife, right? And then you just can't get it up because you too fucked up. And then she say, "Man, damn, I really love a nigga with power." And then you nuke a nigga from the red button and your shit instantly stick up.
see, now I'm just curious why that was the only way for you to show your power.
I
Or
mean,
why that was the go-to, better yet. He just said, damn, dick ain't hard tonight. Let's drop a nuke.
all right, it don't gotta be the red button. You could just missile some niggas. I don't know. Niggas got missiles, right? Yeah, just throw some
Some
missiles
real
out.
sick shit. Yo, he like, yo, you want to see the first person cam at his drone? Like, what sick shit is this, yo?
That's insane. Asking somebody else to, hey yo, you want to see this thing get absolutely exploded into guts real quick?
Well, I mean, the camera
Imagine,
kind of zoomed
no,
out.
no,
You
no.
ain't gonna see all of that,
Imagine,
but you know.
nah. Imagine if the missile or bullet, whatever it is, it don't hit the ground. It hit a nigga directly, and that nigga explode.
Hello?
I'm sorry. Out of all the times that any government on Earth, not even just America, any government on Earth has sent out drone strikes on a country, statistically speaking, one of those fucking missiles or bullets or whatever they are has had to hit a person before. And you
Yeah.
know they just fucking exploded. Because a bullet that size? Nah, it's just.
Well, I'm sure speaking on drone strikes in crippling detail will help us get our ads through. I'm
Nah,
positive that'll work.
our ads are already cooked to begin with. I can pinpoint the exact moment our ads are cooked, and you said it, not me. So
That being said, I think we're just about good on the Finnish Prime Minister being a party
a
holic.
party and an Eddie Murphy party all the time animal.
I wonder what she's listening to. Probably some Finnish bullshit.
See, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, and if you from Finland, you feel like like you feel like that was a shot at you. It was. I don't really care how you feel about it.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I don't even know what Finnish music would sound like.
I don't know neither. I found out where Finland was on a map like a month ago. So for them niggas that came in that new country that they just created a month ago, I don't respect y'all.
There's
No, I'm
no
messing around.
possible way on God's green earth I could possibly locate Finland on a map right now. Is it next to Greenland?
Nah,
I
it's
know,
next
no,
to
no. I know Greenland is the ice one, and Finland is the green one. I remember that from school.
No, that's Iceland and Greenland, baby. Finland
Oh,
ain't those at all,
oh,
baby.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
Finland's
yeah.
next to Sweden and Norway, sweetie.
I don't even know where fucking Finland and nowhere. I'm sorry.
It's the little I don't even know what to call it, but Finland is next
Yeah,
to Russia.
little like I'm gonna have a picture
Yeah, no,
in
I
my
know, I
head
know,
of.
I know, I know, I know.
Listen,
It's next to Russia
anybody
though.
from
It borders Russia.
overseas
That's
that
all you
is
need to know.
anybody that is overseas listening to this, I am genuinely sorry.
Don't
In
be sorry,
America,
niggas.
we
Nah,
just
standing that geography game awful.
why would I be happy about ignorance?
I don't need to know where y'all niggas live, bro. I don't give a fuck about y'all country.
That
Nigga.
is
We in the greatest country on earth, nigga.
Nah, that's cap. That's definitely cap.
I ain't talking about America. I can't tell y'all what country I'm talking about.
Where are you? Well, you said we. Where are you?
Chill,
All right, so, like I said, in America,
chill,
they don't really teach us about other countries. I spent like most of my childhood just learning the 50 states.
yeah, pretty much.
I literally got tested and had to put in every 50 state for some. What was the point of that?
I don't know. I'm like, bro, what am I ever gonna do with knowing where Spokane, Washington is?
Yeah,
Like,
what
I
the
don't. I
fuck?
just don't.
What
Why
was
do
the
I
point
need?
of that shit, yo?
Why do I need to know where Des Moines is, bro? I'm never gonna care.
Ever. There was literally no point in that. As an adult, I cannot think of a single point why we needed to put every state on a map in fucking, what was that, 4th or 5th grade? What was
Well,
the
no,
fucking
think
point?
about it. Just in case you riding your wagon across the country, you need to know where you at.
Why in your nigga? I've lived in like at least 20 different states, and I've never ridden in a wagon.
And so when your wheel on your wagon fell off, you had to know where you at. Pull out a map and be like, all right, we in Topeka.
Topeka, Kansas. Fuck! Why do I know? I don't like that I know Topeka is in Kansas.
Oh, that's nasty. Tucker Carlson apparently invited Andrew Tate on his show.
Oh, let's go! I love to see it. I love to see when two dirty, disgusting,
get together.
grimy ass.
So that way, when I drop my drone, it'll just be
niggas.
one drone instead of two. You feel me?
You talking about me? You talking about dropping?
No, it's already over. It's already over. We lost. We already lost. Y'all won, right?
All right. So we talking about let's drone strike Tucker Carlson and fucking
Tucker Carlson. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
This is really funny.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson and
Benjamin Tate.
No, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, yeah, that's perfect. It's a butt, y'all.
Yes.
All right, so what else we got on this list? We got the whole Triller thing with Swiss Beats. I don't really feel like talking about that.
I didn't really care about that to begin with because y'all are already millionaires beefing over millionaire shit.
Yeah, this millionaires beefing with billionaires don't care. Like,
is Triller a billionaire company?
Nigga, every company is a billionaire. Yes, Triller is worth over $1 billion. They have a $5 billion valuation.
Fair enough. Damn. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't really care about this. Good luck, I guess, to Swiss Beats and Zimmerland. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't even know if I care about them. I kind of hope this just ends in both of them niggas spending a bunch of money and Triller spending a bunch of money. I don't.
That's literally how it works when rich niggas go to court. So yeah, I see that. We can talk about Deshaun Watson's suspension. We forgot to talk about this last week.
Did this happen last week? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It got extended. Oh yeah, it got extended.
Yeah. So they extended this to 11 games instead of, what was it, the 6? I think it started off as.
Yeah, it was 6.
Yeah. And curiously enough, the first game he comes back after suspension is against the Texans, which to me I think stinks of dog shit.
Deliberate.
Yeah, that really stinks a lot. They fined him $5 million in a settlement between the NFL and the NFL Players Association.
Why does he didn't do anything to the NFL. He did shit to women. Why is he doing a settlement to the NFL, not the women that he did this to?
So the $5 million fine and contributions from both the NFL and the Browns will each create a fund to support nonprofit organizations that educate young people on healthy relationships.
Nah, shut the fuck up.
Promote education, prevention of sexual misconduct, assault, support survivors. Yeah, they're gonna start their own little. See, my thing is, anytime people create a fund, I'm already wary because it's like, dog, you could have just donated to people doing this work already. You want to create a fund so you can put more of your people in place to filter out more bread, so that way when you find people, your money can go to this. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, apparently Deshaun Watson has to go to a behavioral expert too. Not that that matters, because I mean, what is the expert going to say? No, he's a rapist. He can't play. Like, I mean,
Absolutely not. No.
it's not going to happen. Like,
Send him to the woman we just talked about. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, word. Send him to the black therapist from TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, that ought to be. No, I actually don't. I feel like that's a bad situation for her to be in.
I feel like it's a bad situation for him to be in. I feel like she's stronger, honestly.
She might be, but he's still a predator.
oh, that's what you're thinking about. I didn't.
Oh,
that. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah. That was kind of my whole thing. You know, like I don't want to willingly sign anybody up to be in the room with him. You know what I mean? Like you gotta want that one.
Fair enough.
Like I ain't going to be like, yo, you trying? All right, yo, it's a dude in there. He be on some dumb shit. You like, okay. He walk in. hey, yo.
He on some dumb shit.
Yo, being on some dumb shit is not an accurate description of this
possible sex artist.
It's like you walk in, yeah, it's this dude in there. He really be on some fuck shit, but like, just see if you can talk to him.
Yeah.
You walk in there, bro. The Merchant of Death. he said, bro, he's a gun trafficker. This is not fuck shit. There was a whole nother set of words that they used to describe these niggas.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't win in there any other way. So.
I mean, look, gun trafficking is a form of bullshit, right? Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely some bullshit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Come on, y'all. Like, it's just that's like I forgot what it was. It's like sometimes like when people call somebody an asshole or a weirdo or an idiot or something, like I be getting mad because I'm like, it's just not strong enough. I need something else. I need a slur, but like not racially based. Like I just need something for you because I need some niggas to know.
Fucking Neanderthal. That's
like I need something
on Earth.
Yeah, that's true. Call a nigga, what's that? Homo erectus, nigga. You devolved ass nigga.
Ooh,
that's like a double entendre because then it give them like the homophobic vibes too.
Yeah, if they're homophobic, they definitely gonna feel that one for sure.
Homo erect, yo, what?
Homo. If
I'm sus with the thing on me, and it's strong.
Don't know what Homo erectus mean, and all they hear is erect. No,
erect, and he's gonna hear that, and
that's it.
Go stupid, go dummy. That nigga's gonna turn into the homophobic bandit.
He gonna turn into the homophobic Hulk. He gonna start breaking.
Oh man, that'd be a great title. If homophobic,
but
I don't know if that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. See about it.
I think that would be a good title, but I still think
Dementia Serum or Daddy Company. Nah, Dementia Serum is hilarious.
I'm just gonna say that's my vote now. Dementia Serum.
Perfect. So what else we got? We got 2 asteroids hit the Earth and maybe kill the dinosaurs. Who gives a shit? There were never dinosaurs to begin with. Let's see, Myles Brennan. I know, I just like saying shit like that.
I know you like just saying random shit that you know is not true.
Bro, wasn't even no dinosaur. So anyway,
Might just randomly listen and believe that for some reason.
Bro, those wasn't even dinosaur bones. They was big people. So anywho, Apple has some security vulnerability.
No, you're right. Yeah, big people. Yeah.
Just large niggas with large spines. That's all.
Also, completely different arm body structures.
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, cause think about it. We only thinking of Homo sapiens. Like, they probably had a whole different breed of like them freaky niggas. Yeah.
They've seen Homo erectus. Wink, wink. Yeah, they've seen Homo Neander. They've seen Neanderthals. They've seen. What is that? What's the other homos?
Homo habilis, which is handyman. I ain't never heard of these niggas.
You never heard of Homo habilis?
I hate that you're saying that, and you might actually have heard of. Like I can't tell if you fucking around or not.
No, I'm dead ass. I've definitely heard of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who is Homo rudolfensis? What in the world?
I've never heard that one.
That's shit. Who are these niggas?
Like, which ones are the missing link? Who is Bigfoot Sasquatch? Homo Link? Homo Linkus? Whatever the fuck.
Oh, I love homo lineage. That's an amazing thing that pops up on Google.
What it is?
Let's see. The first one was a genus. That Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalensis, Homo habilis. Pansies. Don't care. Sapiens. Bro, come on, give me the whole history of the shit. Homo sapiens was coined in 1758. So what we got? Homo habilis, Homo erectus. Oh, they got other synonyms of homo. What are all these? Ape man. They
Nigga,
got
you're looking up fake homo fucking
cynic man.
Bigfoots. You're looking up Sasquatches.
Hold on, let me synanthropist. What y'all doing, yo?
Synanthropist.
That
Ain't
is
no way. I've never heard that
it's
shit
an
in my entire
archaic
life.
genus to which the earlier of the Peking man, the Nanjing man. Who are
What the
these?
fuck is the Peking man? What the fuck is it? What are you
Peking
looking
in China?
up? Oh, I thought you meant like a Bigfoot that like peeks in on people.
No, it's a group of extinct bipedal hominids. That's an insane way to refer to humans.
Is this real?
Yeah, no, this is real.
I've never Homo Peking, like Peking duck.
No. These niggas are called synanthropists. That's the whole name.
Oh,
Of
okay.
it.
I was about to
it's
lose
like
my
New Latin combining Sino meaning China and the Greek, the rest of that shit, anthropus meaning human. Basically Chinese human. There's like the Chinese first like the you know, it's a dubious genus of hominid that lived in China during the Pleistocene, I suppose.
You said Pleistocene, like I just know.
That's one of the eras in human history. You know, if you was around, you would know.
Were you around? Hello? The fuck?
Yo, anyway, let's just keep moving, yo. Let's just what else we need to get into?
This nigga is an immortal time person. He was just there?
Oh, what they got? Homo ergaster? Human working man.
No, what's that? Human working man? What?
This is from the sites where in Algeria. Oh, this is mostly Africa, like Algeria, Morocco, Ethiopia. They evolved from habilis or rudolfensis. So basically, they were saying like after Homo habilis left Africa, this is the group of folks that were left behind, just sort of kind of just, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's probably us, no cap. If we're being honest.
So they said that they was mostly tall. Like the one skeleton they got was an 8-year-old who was 5'3". Oh my god!
In fucking Lynn Sanity specifically.
That boy built different. 8 years old at 5. That boy built different.
Ain't no fucking that's just how niggas built, you know.
Yo, he said, "You know my body, like."
You see the elaborate African leathers on the body, bro.
Elaborate African leathers. All right. So what else we got? We got So I already skipped the dinosaurs.
We ain't talked about video games yet.
We haven't. We can talk about that. Go ahead and talk about Saints Row. Might as well. What? I don't know what else there is to talk about beyond Saints Row. I didn't look.
Fuck Saints Row. That game sucks. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
You was the main one trying to defend Saints Row.
Defend? What?
Yeah, you said I said the first.
I put it on the list. I ain't defend what?
No, it was because I lied when I just said like they were all whack just to rile you up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead. They all are whack though to rile you up.
So, like I was saying, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battlestar R comes out soon.
That is a name.
It is. But I mean, it's only long because the name of the
JoJo's Bizarre
Adventure. Yeah. The game is basically Battlestar, or not even Battlestar. It's Battle R. It's one word in the letter. The game name is long as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you, but that game actually comes out very soon. I think it. You can look it up, but I think it comes out September 2nd. So we're getting close. We are getting close on JoJo's game for the first time in like when the fuck
2013.
did you already look it up? Is that when that shit came out?
All-Star Battle.
No. This game is a remake to All-Star Battle. There was the JoJo's Ladder to Heaven or whatever the fuck that shit was.
Nothing popping up.
It was the game with Theo. Eyes of Heaven. That's the name of the game. Eyes of Heaven.
Gotcha. Eyes of Heaven. That came out in 2015. Okay, so yeah.
So it's been 7 years since that game came out. Jesus Christ! And this game is a remake to the original JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What was the original name? They came out in 2009 or whatever it was.
The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
All-Star Battle, yeah. This is a remake to that game, and I'm just so happy that this game came out because I've seen clips of this games online for years, but I can never play it because they just never remade it for PlayStation for some reason. Well, I mean, it came out on PlayStation, but they never remade it for PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, so I can never play it. So I'm very happy that they are remaking it. Insanely happy.
An old JoJo's game that they had for the PlayStation 1 that was designed by the same team behind Street Fighter 3, and this shit looks insane.
It is. I've seen it, but how can we play it unless?
No. I mean, yeah,
you're PC, and then we do
cook for that emulator.
Yeah. Get a Raspberry, and then get a. What did you say it was? It was You said NES?
No, I said an emulator. Oh yeah, it's it's PlayStation. It's PlayStation.
It's PlayStation. All right, so you can get a Raspberry, which is an emulator, and then you can get a PlayStation, and then more than likely you can find that game. But that's illegal, so I would never tell anybody to do that. So. But it's all there.
Why do I see an article from Game Rant called "The Best Prisons in Video Games"? It's just a hilarious headline for me. Like, oh, okay,
it sounds fucked up, but some games are based around prisons where you like fight your way out.
I'm sure they're gonna put Manhunt on there, right?
I would think so, right? But from what you just said, I feel like they didn't.
Got The Witcher 2, Skyrim, some game I never heard of, GTA 5, Final Fantasy 10. Oh my god, I hated this prison. Spider-Man and Arkham Asylum. Okay, terrible list. Thank you.
Arkham Asylum. Okay.
Yeah. So, anything else? Any other video game news?
Oh, yeah, Saints Row. Oh yeah, Saints Row. I forgot Saints Row.
The show was that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of reviews are saying that Saints Row is bad, and I respect all the reviews that are saying this, but I'm the same way with games as I am with movies. I don't listen to people when they talk shit about movies because a lot of people.
It depends on why.
Do you know my favorite movie on earth, The Thing? When that first came out in the 80s, niggas trashed that movie. They said it was bad.
The people in the 80s were dumb. They didn't know any better.
Exactly. They were crackheads. That's what I'm saying. So The Thing is literally one of the greatest movies on earth. So that's why I treat every video game like a movie. I have to try it myself if I want to play it. And I can say that so far, Saints Row isn't that. It's not that good. It's not as bad as niggas made it seem. It's not a straight up dumpster fire garbage movie, garbage game. Sorry, but it's not that good. Do I regret buying it? No. Am I happy I bought it? No. It's whatever. Literally, that's what it is. It's whatever. That could be because a lot of people that made reviews for Saints Row made it before the game came out. So they put out a day one patch that fixed a lot of the bugs and the patches that people were facing. But also a lot of the criticism about this game that I was seeing was that the dialogue wasn't good, and then it wasn't funny. And to that, my question is, has any Saints Row game been funny? That's my question to you guys. I I played I played all the Saints Row games. Actually, I
Maybe
played
we're
the
just
first four.
young, honestly. I don't think any
That's
of them are
literally
really that
no.
fun.
That's what I was about to say. Literally, I played the first four Saints Row games. Especially the first three I played while I was in high school. Um, the dialogue was okay. The story was okay. The fourth game I played as an adult, and I didn't even finish it because I didn't like it. Um, it was literally too much. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. The dialogue, again, I didn't even care about it. It was the story and the game as a whole were whatever, so I didn't care about the dialogue. So I feel like most of the people that are talking about the dialogue in this game being trash are people that maybe like Saints Row as kids, but they weren't looking at it as you know what I mean, in an adult lens. Like as a kid, maybe it was fun, but now it's ass. This is the
Hmm.
same dialogue. This is literally the same shit that was happening in the previous four games. This it it's whatever. Honestly, it was not funny to begin with. It was
Yeah.
funny if you were in high school reading it or watching it, whatever, playing it. But now it's just whatever. That just means you grew up. Anybody that still finds this funny, I would keep them on the list.
That's hilarious.
You saying it's hilarious? I'm serious because anybody that still thinks this shit is funny, they need. These are niggas that be on 4chan. These are the incels. This is
Yeah, I can't think of Saints Row. What am I thinking of? Saints Row. I guess dialogue, but I imagine, like, I would never imagine Saints Row dialogue to be good. I mean, in my opinion, a lot of the GTA dialogue ain't even that good. So it's
See,
just like,
I disagree there because I think the GTA dialogue is good, but I feel like a lot of the background and then somebody on Tumblr said this actually. Hold on. I'm gonna get his name specifically because this is my nigga and he listens to us. We grew
who's
up
nigga?
grew ups. He
Oh
said
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he be on there all the time. Shout out to whoever that dude is.
he said that Saints Row fucked up where GTA didn't, and Saints Row tried to make all of their dialogue funny,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
GTA has very
Just
serious
funny
dialogue
moments. Yeah.
between their characters. But when you drive in the car, the radio messages in between the music is funny. And that's facts. That's true because when you're driving in GTA on the radio, you'll be listening to music, and then there'll be a commercial, and then fucking JB Smooth will be on the radio. Like, why the fuck is JB Smooth on the radio right now? Exactly. So like, it's GTA has very serious moments, and then they have comedic moments. Saints Row just they try to make it all comedy, and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
And
and it's like you said, it's not only does it not work because it's just an onerous task to take on to try to make an entire game with like 40 hours of gameplay funny. Like that's just too much work. But then on
yeah,
top of that,
exactly.
it's like, dog, then we have to get into, well, what's funny? Who's it funny to? Who's my target? Like, you get what I'm saying? Now it's like, well, bro, 40 hours of funny dialogue for your target audience might be the worst dialogue of all time. Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
another
Like,
reason why this game falls short because they try to cater to everyone. And the last two games, in the third game, you like I said, the third game, you literally get an energy drink sponsored around the Saints, and you become a billionaire, and you get like a tower in the sky, and you get jets and everything. The fourth game, you become the president, and aliens take over the world and all that. I told you all this before the chat even started.
Mm-hmm.
So this game, this is a reboot, right? You start over in a apartment, and your whole goal is to get rich. And the entire game, they're making like anti-capitalist jokes. Like your whole
Yeah, the whole point of
your
this game. Alright,
your whole goal is to get rich. And even before this game, you were the fucking president. And before that, you were a billionaire. It's like, what the fuck are you even? It's just the dialogue in this game is not good. But a lot of people are shitting on this game, and like I said, I know why. But if you don't have anything else to play right now, because we're clearly in a video game drought, they push back Forspoken. Um, the Dead Space game, was it Callisto Protocol, is in December. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is in September, which that's literally a week away, might I add you. But this is a decent game to play until you find something else. That's all I'll say. It's not a good game. It's not a bad game. But if you don't have anything else to play, you're bored, you can throw this on for a few hours until JoJo's Bizarre Adventure comes out. That's all I got.
Oh, that's gonna be the one that snatches the time away from them, huh? I'm sorry.
I mean, every nigga listening to this is obviously a JoJo's fan. Obviously, make sure you broadcast this to as many people as possible, so more people.
Was I going to like not do that?
You weren't, but I mean, like, put more, even more broadcasting into it, nigga. I'll pay $20.
Oh, let me talk
I want
about.
this to reach 130,000 people.
So hold on. There was a patch 2 days ago for Multiverses. I guess we can talk about that
Oh
before we
yeah,
get out
let's
here.
go. Yeah, I love Multiverses.
To everyone's absolutely everyone's happiness, Iron Giant was nerfed into the ground. When I say into the ground, I mean he was heavily nerfed. He's probably still strong.
Probably is, yeah.
But they nerfed every single, like, all his moves. They nerfed his his ground neutral special, his air up, his ground up special, the ground down special. They just nerfed mostly a lot of his shit. Taz buffs are incoming in the next patch.
Why would they buff? They already nerfed Taz.
Can't wait.
Was literally the first. Taz was the first nerf. His spin, that was the first nerf, and they're buffing him.
Garnet buffs are incoming in the next
patch.
patch.
Yeah, you just gonna annoy it when I was.
Sure will.
Wait,
Morty's already there.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't get on yesterday or the day after that. Now think about it. Me and Reef were playing. Morty is out. I played with Morty.
I was about to say Morty's out. This is these patch notes are from 8/22, but I was just reading.
Yeah.
Definitely hadn't spoken about them. So yeah, so they gave Finn a little bit. Harley, they made her better.
Respectable. I like
They
Harley.
reduced her extra damage taken from 14 to 5. They did the same for Arya.
Don't know what them numbers mean, but
so assassins took more damage in the game, right? So they made it so all the assassins, instead of taking 14% more damage, they take 5% more.
Got you. All right.
That's for Harley, Finn, Arya, and I'm assuming the rest of the assassins, but it only shows those 3.
Got you.
But yeah, so they gave Velma 1 nerf on the cooldown on one of her moves. But that was about it. And yeah, so anything else? Any more gaming news we gotta cover?
I just want to say I really like Morty. He's expert level, so anybody that's planning to use him, you have to be good at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. How many expert niggas you use?
Same time.
No, I'm sorry. Say that again. Who you be using?
It's
Yeah.
remember that?
So,
Yeah,
so
remember that one?
like I was saying, Morty is an expert character, and me myself, I don't think I'll be playing with him because I tried to use him yesterday. Um, I do like his moves, but I don't think I'll be able to use him until I get his combos down because he has some very different and abstract moves. So yeah, we can move on. But anybody playing Multiverses, definitely try Morty if you want to. It's good. I like Morty.
Yeah. Um. All right. So what else we got in this docket? I don't really feel like talking about the jugging and the Myles Brennan thing. I feel
Did we
like
ever talk
it's
about that?
that's no, we didn't. I feel like it's something I'd like to talk about at some point. I just won't
If
be
you don't want
caring
to
by
talk
the
about
time I get around to it. You said whatever?
I was gonna say, if you don't want to talk about it, we can't. But I thought we did talk about that last week.
No, it was on either last week's schedule or the schedule week before that, and then we pushed it. I think it was just last week and we pushed it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just get into it real quick. So for those who don't know, Myles Brennan is a quarterback who previously was at LSU, and long story short, he missed most of the past 2 seasons with injuries. And for those who know, the NIL, which is what name and likeness, the NIL has passed recently, which allows the players to pretty much make money off of their own name and likeness. Up until this point, if you were a college player, you essentially belonged to the team, for lack of a better word. And so now players are getting name and likeness deals, and so you get all these players across the country who are getting like just random deals for commercials, for this, for that, da da da, all that stuff. And you're seeing a lot of good come out of it. Like I saw one where they offered a player a deal, and he said, "Well, if you're not going to give every player on my team a deal, then I'm not going to take it." And so the guy was like, "All right, I'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
what, you're a quarterback. I'll get a deal to your whole O line." And he said, "All right, cool." And so I think
Okay.
his whole O line got money and got like I think like free passes to eat at a certain place, da da da, and all that other stuff. Like whenever they want, basically. Which granted, I mean, if you were offensive lineman, nigga, you gonna eat them niggas out there.
Out them niggas the door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, long story short, to get to Myles Brennan, he's a white boy. He was a quarterback at LSU. He started in the early 2020 season, but then got injured and didn't play football really for 2 years. And so basically, recently posted a statement saying he's walking away from football and that you know what,
Absolutely love to see it.
I'm good. He said, all right, I'm straight.
You know what? I would love to see it more if this was a black man. And
Yeah,
this doesn't have anything to do. This doesn't have anything to do with white people, but just do you think a black person would have had this same opportunity in the
opportunity,
same
yes.
position?
Reaction, 100% no. I think
Because yeah, he would
no one
obviously think
really.
I just have to get in there and do this, right?
Well, not even that. When I say reaction, I mean like. So when Myles Brennan retired, I didn't really hear much hoopla about it. It was they were kind of just looking at it from the perspective. All right, look, this is a guy who, when he played, he was good. He's been injured the past 2 years, and I guess he just don't want to deal with it no more, so he's out. Like from that perspective, it makes sense for them, right? But again, they can relate to that. All right, cool, I get it. Da da da. But he's the first person, like prominent player at least, of the NIL shit era to get paid and never step on the field. He started 3 games over his collegiate career, and none of those games came after the NIL deals. So think about it. He signed a car deal with a dealership in Baton Rouge. He had an endorsement from Raising Cane's, Smoothie King, and 2 other
Yeah.
places I haven't heard of. And as part of the stipulations of NIL, he needed to provide his endorsement to receive the money, which he did. But the rules don't require you to play, right? And NIL regulations also disallow performance incentives or benchmarks. Basically, meaning the NIL kind of almost shot themselves in the foot. Like you pretty much refuse to tie this to football, meaning that when they sign these deals, if you don't have the language in that contract to ensure that this, which you can't put it in there. So a player can always sign his deal and just technically walk away, depending on what the other language of the contract is. So I think if this is a black quarterback, yeah, no, I think the whole public image of this is different. Everyone's gonna see like, wow, so you just
Not
gonna get your
even
check and cash out.
not even the public image. Do you think a black quarterback would have even gotten this deal?
Probably not, but at the same time, I could understand it happening. Like I can understand them getting, like I can understand you being a black quarterback showing a great promise in the small sample size that you play, and
Mm-hmm.
people being thirsty to jump in and get involved with that hype. Like maybe you don't get the same number, but I absolutely see that part happening. I think this could still 100% happen. But I just don't think, like you said, I don't. The number probably wouldn't have been as big. You probably wouldn't have been as much. And then I think also the other part is, let's be real here. Like, black folks, they probably would have guilted a black quarterback into staying. That nigga would have probably kept playing.
Well, yeah, we're already taking care of your mother's house, and we got you a car, and well, I mean, what else are we gonna do, Blackie? What are you gonna do?
Okay, I don't know what is going on.
Wait, what just happened?
No, I just got an email from some website I've never heard of talking about a data breach, and I'm just like, dog, I don't even know this website.
Oh no, obviously it's cap. Um, I got a pistol, so I'll be right back.
I mean, we can pretty much just get on out of here and head this out.
I mean, yeah, this has been like super long, so we we about done anyway. So
So listen, for those who have been here, have stayed and stuck around, we appreciate y'all as always, as always. Um, for those who didn't, it is what it is. I understand not everybody can do the grueling and egregious work that is listening to two silly niggas talk for an hour and 50 minutes. It's tough. It's really tough. I
yeah,
understand.
that's facts. We
It's
definitely
it's really
we silly as a motherfucker, though. That's
it's
facts.
it's an arduous gauntlet we put people through every
Yeah,
week. But some of y'all just keep on coming back, and we appreciate y'all, man.
yeah.
So my closing remarks are y'all make sure. Actually, I don't really got much. I was gonna say the whole Joe Biden thing, but he kind of did that already. But keep going, Joe. Don't fall asleep
No,
yet. Keep going.
my closing remarks are drink more Fago.
Drink more Fago. That's what the American public needs.
Yeah,
That's what we need. I don't think I've ever seen Fago in real life, honestly.
Amazon got it.
No, yeah,
It's
I know.
a
Like, yeah, I know.
it's a Detroit made soda, and it's honestly the best soda there is.
Like when I look at the flavors that they offer, like it reminds me of like CNCs.
The fuck is CNCs?
See what I'm saying? See,
Mm,
it's a lot
eh,
of different local shit going on.
No,
Honestly, so
Fago a lot
CNC is
better,
New
bro.
Jersey based. I didn't know that.
Wait, Fago is Detroit based, so
Let
you
me
didn't
like
know
if I
that.
show you the bottles of like what CNC
Yeah,
looks
if
like,
I see a bottle of
it
a CNC,
looks
it's gonna piss me off, isn't it? It's gonna look
no, it's gonna look
wild.
dead like Fago. It's gonna look like a nigga saw what they were doing in Detroit and said, "Yeah, let me do that over here."
Oh, so it's gonna piss me off because y'all stole it.
Well, we say y'all. I'm sure it was one person, and
I mean,
you
obviously
can
not
guess. You can guess what they
you,
look like.
but New Jersey niggas, yeah.
You can guess what that person looked like.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know what the fuck a white
But
nigga
like,
look
yeah,
like.
that's CNC.
You sent it?
Yeah, I said it to it's in general. That looks like knockoff Fago to me. To be honest, a little bit.
Oh, that is 100 billion% knockoff Fago. That is, oh man, that's damn.
Oh, I was wondering like, well, who came first? Fago is from 1907,
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm gonna
it's
just
definitely
leave that
Fago.
alone.
No,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
yeah, no, it's Fago. Ain't no, you don't even gotta think about it. Y'all got some bullshit chips in New Jersey.
Golly, golly,
Uh,
I ain't gonna lie.
look up Better Made, and Better Made got better chips than New Jersey apparently.
Hey, actually, nah, hold up. Yo, CNC was founded in 1852. Oh, nah.
Nah, that shit it look ass. I'm not going.
Yeah,
I
it came from
even
Ireland too. Yeah,
it came
it
from.
don't count.
Oh man, I was gonna say
It
even
don't count.
if yeah, nah, Fago definitely better. But look at the chips though.
What, like Fago chips?
No, not Fago. Better Made. That's what
Oh,
they call it.
Better
Better
made.
Made. Better Made.
Yeah, nah, I see that.
Better.
Better made
Yeah.
potato chips. These kind of just like I guess Wise or something. I don't know. You know, everybody been copying shit like this. I don't know how long Better Made been around.
What is Wise chips?
Ever heard of Wise, the little owl joint?
Chips with an owl on them. What the fuck? No, I never heard of that. The
Oh, it's
hell?
the owl eye. That's the logo.
No, I never heard of that. That's
Really, you never heard of any Wise chips before? That's kind of funny.
no, that's interesting.
I mean, so
That's
like you've
very
never seen these before, or this logo before.
interesting.
Sent it already.
No, literally, what the fuck?
Huh? That's crazy.
No,
Would you
I've
look at
never
that,
seen.
folks?
Did you look up Better Made chips? Have you seen these before?
Yeah, I'm on the website. I've never seen these.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's the same thing. Detroit, New Jersey. It's the same thing.
Detroit. Actually, let me see what Wise is from. You know, is Wise like a local company? No, Wise is huge. Now that I think about it, where is Wise? Pennsylvania. Founded in 1920. So yeah, Pennsylvania.
Listen, I never seen them shits in Detroit or DC where I live, or North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta. I haven't seen them anywhere.
Yeah, it's like a what do you call it? What's that shit called? The something metro area. I don't know what you call it, but like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, it's like that type of beat.
A major, yeah, okay, I got you.
The tri-state metro area, some shit like that. I
Yeah,
don't know. All right, anyway,
yeah.
we can
Listen,
get out of here. We're just rambling about foods and shit. Y'all be easy. Tell Joe Biden to keep working on them loans. Don't fall asleep yet. And that's all I got.
all right then.